Hey team, it's Stacy. Want to say thank you for being in the new coach training. I'm so excited that you are done. You're ready to move on. I know that this next phase in your business is going to be off the hook. You're going to have some really great successes, and I cannot wait to hear how you are liking it. Now that you've got some tools, you've got some experience with the trainings under your belt, and you are pretty close to being ready to go, and now it's just experience. So thanks for being here, and I just wanted to cover some things that are just random. I've been writing them down all week long, thinking about what I can share with you guys that will give you an extra boost and share some of my experiences that have, helped me and to get you guys started on this next little phase of your business. So first off, I have my notes here. And I think it's really wise if you have different notebooks or take notes on things. I know I have a notebook for the National Wake Up Calls because I've had so many things that I've learned from there. I will literally listen to a National Wake Up Call and take notes during it, dog ear the page, and go and apply it in my business. Like, it's no joke. That is how those calls have been the lifeblood of my business, it feels like, because they are just what got me jump started and what got me passionate about the business. So I kind of have that. I have my video. I just made this little video idea so I can start actually implementing and doing some more videos, because I'll get really into them and then I'll lose track and I'll be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow if I think of it. But if you write it down and you set a goal, okay, this week I want to do, my Body Beast. I want to talk about it on YouTube and what I think of it so far and what week I'm in, or whatever it is, it's good to have it written down. And then I have another one that I keep track of all of my Success Club points and per month. So I'll just write down, it's January. These are the people that have bought challenge packs. So I know I can go back and follow up with them because they're my newest challengers, and, potentially approach them about the business if I'm seeing that they love it, or if I probably will approach them anyways because it's such an awesome business that everyone needs to do it if it works for them. So I have all of the people's names written down that have done my clean eating groups, any of my free groups, just because I just like to know their names. And I'll go back to their wall and I'll go back to their profile and I'll like and comment on some of their pictures if I haven't heard from them in a while, just so that I can still be fresh in their mind, and we still stay in contact, or I'll shoot them a message and be like, hey, how are your migraines doing? What's going on with that? So just so they know that it's not just me trying to sell them something. I'm really having a relationship with them and I care about how they're doing, because I do. So have your different notebooks. Moving on to, I'm just going to go through these really quick, as quickly as I can. Live events are huge. I know that Super Saturdays are quarterly corporate events that are held by the airport at the Marriott is usually where they're held. And if you are not from around here, then you can look on your Team Beachbody site and just type in your city and you'll be able to see where your Super Saturdays are. It's awesome to get together with your local coaches, because you're going to team up with people. You could find your success partner there. You're going to get jazzed with everybody and be able to feel like you're a part of something, even though we may not be in the same state, or you might not be in the same state as your coach. So those are big. Summit is our yearly event that you have to be at. I seriously wasn't going to go last year, and I didn't go the year before either, because I thought, well, it's okay. I mean, I'm hitting SC5 every month, and I've actually been hitting more than SC5. I've got my business down. I'm okay. And luckily, my coach Paige had already mapped out the hotel. She had flights figured out. She basically called me and said, I really think we should go to this. And it was my daughter's ballet recital. And it was going to be, her recital was on Saturday. And I thought, well, I can't just go for a Thursday, Friday. That seems crazy, just to fly, and not be able to stay for the full thing. But I love her so much that she somehow talked me into it. And it was pretty embarrassing that my coach had to twist my arm to get me to Summit. So I'm just saying this because it's funny, and I'm so grateful for her, because Summit completely blew my mind, and it's an amazing place to be, and you're gonna visualize yourself achieving new goals and being in new places. You're gonna meet so many people, and it's gonna give you a fire that will take you through the entire year of your business until the following summit. So I cannot wait that our summit is coming up this summer. So get to a live event. It's really great too. I've introduced you guys into the Team Next Level group, which is Josh Spencer's, and then the Empire Assembly Hall, which is Barbie Decker's. She's actually engaged to Siggy from Body Beast, which I think is funny. But if you post a lot in those groups, the reason why I like to introduce you and all my new coaches into all of those groups is because there's chances to win trips and rewards and connect with a coach that you may have a lot in common with, that you could potentially be success partners with, or just, you know, become friends with and message each other back and forth for encouragement or questions that you might have. Someone outside of the team. I don't know, it's just good. It's good to network and check into those groups. I'm going to Florida in a month and I'll be working out with Autumn Calabrese, and it's because we saw this opportunity to add my name to a trip tracker reward thing that Josh Spencer had going on. And if I wouldn't have been checking in that group or being, you know, staying up on it, I would have never had the opportunity. Someone else would have been going. And now I get to go. So it's very important to network with other people that are higher up in our upline, downline, everywhere, because those are the people that we're meant to be with. And you know, it's just fun. It's a huge community of people and it's great to connect with them. So moving on. So yeah, be posting in all the groups, and you know, this business comes with, it's a people business and it comes with some rejection, and I'm sure you've already experienced that before. And I firsthand have had a lot of it, getting to Diamond and then since becoming Diamond. And I just want to encourage you that you just need to move on. I heard someone say when I first started this business, they said, you can either watch me or you can come with me, but I'm going anyway. And that's exactly the mindset that I had to have, because I get really sensitive about things and I get emotional. I get emotionally attached, and I'm sure you do as well. And it's hard. It's hard to face the rejection and wonder, what did you say wrong? What did you do wrong? Did I offend that person? Maybe I should apologize. You have no idea, because the communication has been literally lost. And whether it's one of your coaches or one of your challengers, just know that it's okay, and it's happened to all of us. And they could watch you for the next 2 years and all of a sudden message you and say, hey, I have, you know, lost all of my weight. I'm really at a good place in life. I've been following you. You inspire me. I want to work the business now. And you would just be shocked. You know, you have no idea where people are at, and sometimes people just don't communicate. So it's okay. I just want you guys to kind of get that, know that it's okay, know it's going to happen, and not let it hang you up in your business, because sometimes that can really stop people in their tracks. And I don't want that to happen to you, because you have big things that you're going for, and we don't want anything to stop you. So getting good on video is another point that I want to talk about. It's frightening to put this phone up, and I've had a little bit of anxiety even thinking about doing this today, and I've been putting it off all week. But I want to tell you guys that if you go to YouTube and if you watch any of the top coaches in the company, they get decent at video. And the reason why is because this is an online business. We have our reach in our community, people we know, friends of friends that live in the area. But this business is so much bigger than that. And if you can have a YouTube channel where you're sharing your story, you're making a transformation video, you are being an encouragement to other people, and just simply just sharing your story, you don't know who you could hit. I mean, there is so many people out there, and I encourage you to make a YouTube video regardless if you want to. You can keep it private for now until you make it public. But I think you should start practicing, and when I run the Sprint to Diamond group, I will have you guys all make videos. And thank you to those of you that did a video in the beginning of this training group. That was really awesome. So yeah, it's important. And the first time I made a video, it took me like 5 hours to make a 5-minute video, because I kept wanting to say the right thing and look perfect and be perfect and have the right background, and then I got hungry and thirsty, so I couldn't even think, and it was just a disaster. I felt so bad for my husband. He's upstairs watching the kids, and he's It's like, I thought you were just gonna make a video. What's going on? And honestly, it's rough at first and you're gonna freak out a little bit, but you're gonna get better because that's what happens. The first time you do anything, you're not gonna be that good at it. That's just the way of life. The first time you walk, the first time you ride a bike, the first time you speak on a microphone, you're just not really that good at it. But the more you do it, the better you get, the more fun it becomes, and the more you can relax. So I encourage you guys to do that because that is a big deal. Let's see here. Planning your posts, I kind of talked about the other day in the group, and it's just a great way to take a bunch of photos and change your outfits and do different things, do some videos, write down a list of like 10 workout moves that you want to do and just have somebody help you and bust it out in like an hour. And then you don't have to post all the videos right away on your like page or on your Instagram, but at least you have the videos where you can sprinkle them throughout your posting as you go. And that's a big deal to just have it done, and out of your head. Make sure your security settings are all to public. And if you want to, create a new private Facebook or private Instagram, go ahead. But I would keep your personal Facebook and then grow from that because you need all of those friends that you have already because they could be potentially people that you will help in the business. So Amy Silverman had a really cool quote that I loved when she was on the National Wake Up Call. And it was something along the lines, I haven't had a chance to write it down, but it was, don't give up before you can see the miracle happen. This business takes a long time to get started. It can go really fast and then have some hang-ups, or it can kind of have a slow start and then just speed up. There's no perfect way to do anything. It's your business. You do what you want, and that's the beauty of it. But it does take a little bit of a while to see it. We just looked at our numbers from last January to this January, and they are way bigger. They're so much bigger, and our checks are increasingly getting bigger, and it is so awesome when you can compare one year to the next and know that you've been consistent and you have been hardcore about it. You haven't given up. You've taken care of every single person that has possibly come your way to the best of your ability, and you're gonna reap the rewards of it. Any new business owner that starts out, it takes about 2 years to get started before you even start making any money. This business is awesome because you're not only getting your nutrition paid for and your workouts, but you have the ability to make money even faster. And it feels like a lot of time up front, but trust me, the payoff is huge. And if you ever need some encouragement, I will send you some videos to watch that will blow your mind because it's really cool what can happen. So dream big and really think about, where could my vacation home be? Or maybe I can send my kids to private school. Maybe these things can become a reality. Maybe we can go to Disney World once a year. I mean, whatever it is that you want for your life, I just encourage you to write it down and dream about it because those are the dreams that are going to get you through the messages of, talking to people and reading their messages and replying back and just, it's a grind like any business. Sometimes you get a little bit burned out, but the rewards are great. And you could potentially, say you're investing in people and some of your coaches quit. Some of your challengers don't ever reply back to you and they cancel their order and you have no idea why they didn't like their challenge pack. They just won't answer you back. Those types of things, it's just like any business where you could invest your time into working this amount of hours for a company that shuts their doors and fires you and you're gone. Where Beachbody, I pray, never stops doing what it's doing, and you're just, you win some, you lose some. It's an investment that's completely worth it and will grow so big over time. So be encouraged by that. I want you to start thinking about the type of coaches that are going to be on your team. Visualize who they are, what they look like, what they do for fun, where they shop, how many kids they have, are they married, do they have kids? Really start thinking about these people because your team's going to grow faster than you probably think, and you can start posting in accordance to who you want to attract. And usually we tend to attract people that are in the same kind of lifestyle that we're in, or they have similar interests. So just post about who you are and, you know, who you want to be and what you've done and what you like, and you're going to attract the right people to you. And, you know, be thinking about your team name, because that's really fun to think about. You know, someday I'm going to make my own sweatshirts and my own t-shirts, and it's going to be really awesome. You can think of your team name. You can name your team now if you want. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen soon. So just be thinking about it. Let's see, when you sit down to work at your computer, I know Melanie Mitro talks about this a lot, is make sure that you know in your mind, okay, I'm going to open my computer and I'm turning off my notifications. I will be sending back those replies to the people that are going to be joining my challenge group. I'm going to make my new cover photo, and I'm going to be doing whatever it is. You know, those are your 3 things that you're going to be doing during this work period that you have. Make sure to stay focused, because it is so easy to hear that little ding and see that message and reply back really quick, and then they write back and then you write back, and before you know it, you've lost 20 minutes of quality work time. So please stay focused and know what you're going to do before you sit down to work. It's very, very important to do that. As you grow and get bigger, as you hit diamond and everything, you're going to need to definitely set aside time for, okay, I'm returning messages during this time period. I'm doing my workout during this time period. I am going to plan my post during this time period. It's all things, because you'll get really overwhelmed and everything's going to come at you all at once, and you're going to feel like giving up because you can't possibly think about how you're going to maintain it all. Because when you have a team of people, when you're diamond, you want to invest in your team and you want to pour into them and make sure that they have everything that they need, but you can't stop doing what got you to the point of where you're at. So that's a big thing that you'll be thinking about in time, and it will be sooner than later as well. I just like to say that because I know it's true. Yeah, so just plan your work day, organize your power hour. How are you going to break it up? Are you going to do 1 hour all together? Are you going to do 15-minute increments when you have time on your break at work, or on the bus ride home, or whatever it is? I also watch a lot of trainings, so I'll go to YouTube and I'll search things. I'll search whatever it is that I'm needing to look up, or something that looks interesting, and I watch what the coaches have to say, because success leaves clues. And if you study those people, if you watch them, and if you listen to them, you're going to start becoming like them, and you're going to start getting into the rhythms that are going to make you successful as well. You don't accidentally become 15-star diamond. You have to visualize yourself, grow yourself, become bigger than your goals, and humble yourself to your team and yourself and your, own desires. And it's really interesting. So, yeah, just kind of be thinking about that. And also, I have a really hard time dreaming. I don't know about you guys, but when I was at Chalene Johnson's Smart Success seminar last year, she was like, okay, I'm turning on some thinking music, and I want you guys to dream about what your perfect life would look like and your perfect day would look like. And I literally sat there with my pen and paper, and I was like, I don't dream. I don't know what that looks like. I have no idea what to write on my paper. I had nothing on my paper, because I've never been asked to dream before. And this business it requires you to dream, because the success is going to come if you're consistent and staying with the course and trusting the process and doing what you need to do. And so it's going to be really fun for you guys to think about what your goals are and what you're going to do. It's nice to have those dreams to also keep you going on the hard days. I kind of talked about that a little bit. Let's see, taking the emotion out of the business. It's really hard to do, but it has to be done. Sure glad that Carl Deichler had dreams and he has goals for Beachbody, because it just makes our job so much easier. So if we can have dreams and goals for our team, it will just filter down. It just filters down and makes everybody feel good. I kind of learned the hard way when I started this business. I was really good at retailing and not that great at recruiting. And I'll tell you that recruiting is a huge part of your business. And I would assume for people, I would think they're really busy. They already have a corporate job. I can't possibly ask them to be a Beachbody coach, even though they are perfect for it, because I don't want them to have to work more. I'm just basically asking them to work harder, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I have to tell you guys that you can't ever assume what people are going through or what they're thinking. And yeah, now might not be a good time for them, but something could happen in 3 months' time where all of a sudden, they need this business, and they're going to come back to you and go, okay, I'm so glad you had shared with me a few months back, even though it wasn't the right timing. Now I know that I can jump on board with your team and join you because I need this income, or I'm, really at a point where this is something that's going to work for me. So don't be afraid to ask people, have you considered becoming a coach? Your results have been amazing. I would love you on my team because you are encouraging and you're motivational and you are self-motivated, and you need to be on my team. And just tell them and be bold with it and let them know that it's amazing, and send them videos and tell them stories. And it's a really cool thing when you get to start having your coaches on your team. But yeah, it was pretty painful. I'd be on the phone, I'd be like, reading my notes from what Josh Spencer told me to say. I'd be like, you need to be on my team. It's important. You are an asset to me, or whatever. I just sounded so scripted, so it was terrible. But anyway, so yeah, on with that. Talk to your family, talk to your kids. You're going to take a little bit of time doing this business, and if you can have your little goal board up and tell them, okay, Mama really wants to work hard so that we can have a trip to Disneyland, but I have to do this, this, and this before we can get that. And include the kids on it. Include your husband and say, okay, babe, let's go where to Mexico or wherever we've always wanted to go on a vacation because of my income that I've been making. Include everybody, because then they won't be resentful of it. Then they're going to understand, oh, like, she's really working for something. She's really dedicated, and they're going to support you better and just know your heart and know where you are, and they're just going to get it more. So I encourage you to do that with them. And then I also just want to kind of leave you with a thought on, I'm here for you no matter what goes on. I love, 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 love my team. And you guys make my life better, and you teach me so much. But I want you to also know that this is your business. So I'm always here for you no matter what, but I might let you down, because that's what people do, right? We assume things, we want certain things from certain people, and sometimes people let us down. And I just want to say that I hope I don't ever let you down, but if I do, just know that this is your thing too, and I'm always going to be here for you, but this is, your journey, and we all have to learn it and live it. And I'm just so happy that you're here, and I'm so excited to hear the kind of success and all the stories that you're going to have. They're going to be amazing. So thanks, you guys, and I'm so excited for you. Let's go do this thing. Thanks.